It is the Dodgers and the Angels here at Dodger Stadium. The first of 4 games between these two clubs, 2 at home and then 2 in Anaheim. Hello, everybody, and welcome back inside Dodger Stadium. We are honored and privileged to be joined on the set right now by Hall of Famer, 18-time All-Star, 7-time batting champion, Mr. Rod Carew. Thank you so much, sir, for taking a few moments of your day to be with us. What an absolute honor to have you on our set.
Well, it's great to be here. And sitting next to these two guys.
I agree. I get to do it every day. I agree.
I could have never got you out.
Yeah, you could have. Yeah, you could have.
You'd have got your 2 for 4 and got a couple RBIs and beat me.
I probably would have dropped a bunt down the third base line.
I don't know that you're dropping down many bunts as many times as you were a batting champion, but just the thought about, we were just talking about the fact that the Dodgers and the Angels, is it really a rivalry? And obviously now that there's interleague play every single day, just your thought about these two teams getting together.
You know, I really think that before interleague, it was more of a rivalry because we'll come in and play the
Freeway
series.
Yeah.
Right.
And people were crazy about seeing the Dodgers and Angels play. I don't know what the rivalry is today, though.
Agreed with you. I think that these guys kind of share that same sentiment.
Yeah. Talk about hitters today. I know Nomar's not a big fan of trying to build a guy's pitch count if he gets a fastball to hit. What do you see on TV when you watch the hitters today?
I walk up there to hit.
I love him.
When I left the dugout, I walked up to home plate. I wanted to hit. You know, I didn't go up there to take pitches. And sometimes you might get that first pitch, and it might be the only pitch that you get that at bat. So why let it go past?
Yeah.
Was there something you focused on mechanically every time you stepped up to the plate?
Well, the only thing I thought about was staying on the fastball. You know, if I could stay on the fastball, I could always make adjustments to the off-speed stuff. And even if I stayed on the fastball and got out front a little bit, as long as my hands were back, I could still use my hands to put the ball in play.
Now with today's game, the way the pitchers and the velocity that they're throwing, would you have made really any adjustments now?
Velocity-wise, didn't bother me at all, except for Nolan Ryan, as we were talking about earlier.
Tell the story how Nolan used to punch you out on the high fastball and what you had to do.
He punched me out every time I saw that high fastball. I wanted to hit. And I think I'm number 4th on the all-time Nolan Ryan strikeout list. So I decided, I got tired of swinging and missing, and I thought I'd take some extra batting practice and experiment with something. So I lowered my body and forced him to bring the fastball down, because when it was up here, you couldn't touch it.
Right.
And so after working with that new stance for about a week, the next time I faced him, I went 3 for 4. And then the next time I faced him, I walked up to home plate and I got down in my batting stance, and he started yelling at me, "Stand up, stand up."
He would yell from the mound, too.
Yeah.
Mr. Carew, how much do you watch what Clayton Kershaw has been able to do in his career? And perhaps if you were hitting against him, what would your approach be against Clayton?
I'd have to eliminate one pitch.
Okay.
Eliminate the breaking ball, because that's a devastating breaking ball. And just stay on the fastball and hope that I get a fastball to hit.
Do some of the young hitters today, do they seek you out for advice, or when you're around them, do they ask you questions?
No, I can't teach these guys anything today. I'm serious. You know, it's I go to spring training with the Twins for about a month. And they've got a great group of guys there, but you have to go to them, you know, to give them some advice, and hopefully they take it. If they don't, there's nothing that you can do about it.
Is there a player today that you enjoy watching right now?
Yeah, Cabrera with Detroit.
Yeah.
You know, because he doesn't just try to pull the ball, he hits the ball where it's pitched. And that's why I think, you know, he's gotten so much consistency over the years.
One of the prettiest swings from the right-handed side,
Yes,
that's
he
for
does.
sure. What about Mike Trout? What have you seen from him?
He's an unbelievable kid, you know, and he's one of the kids that would take that first pitch fastball there. Every time he does it, I kind of like Come on, Mikey, swing.
Yeah.
But no, he's just an unbelievable player, unbelievable kid, and I think he's a very good representation of baseball today.
Yeah, certainly.
Yeah.
They wouldn't have been able to shift on you as much as they shift today, the way you sprayed the ball around.
Well, you know, that's something that I don't understand, why guys don't make that little adjustment to try and beat the shift. The only other way you're going to beat the shift, it's like Carlos Gonzo with Colorado.
Colorado.
Gonzalez,
Hit him
yeah.
in the seats because they can't catch him there.
Yeah.
You
Right.
know?
Do you think defensive shifts are overused? You think they're doing it too much?
I think they are. I think they should get rid of them. You know, I think it's taken a lot of the offense out of the game
Right.
than before. So I think they should eliminate it.
You
So
see-
two
what-
fielders on each side of the field.
Yeah, right. That's the way the game should be played.
Well, before we let you go, we certainly want you to talk about the Heart of 29 campaign. Tell us a little bit more about what you're doing with that and exactly what happened to you and made you want to do this initiative.
Well, I got hit upside the head with a massive heart attack last September, and I thought I was healthy, you know, and I'm very fortunate that, you know, I went out that morning to play golf, and I was on the first hole, first
wow.
tee, because if I was on the second tee or third tee, you know, I wouldn't be here talking to you guys today. So, you know, they've always told me you will feel something different when it's going to happen, when you're going to have a heart attack, and I felt nothing.
Wow.
All I had was a little indigestion burn. My hands were clammy, and next thing you know, I'm on the floor, and the paramedics are working on me, trying to keep me alive.
And from what I understand, that you said that the doctors brought you back to life, that you had actually flatlined.
Twice.
Unbelievable.
They brought me back twice. You know, and I appreciate what those guys did, and I appreciate my friend upstairs giving me
Absolutely.
the second chance to at least spread the word and tell people, you know, about taking care of their hearts and getting checked and smoking and eating right.
Oh.
You know, those are the things that are going to help them.
We're certainly happy that you're still with us, and we
sure.
definitely want to make sure that we can continue to raise awareness. And you can go to twinsbaseball.com/heart-of-29 to learn more about the initiative that you and your lovely wife Rhonda have going on, and make sure you can donate not only to that campaign but to the American Heart Association as well. We thank you so much for being here. We're happy that you're here. We're happy that you're healthy and that you're willing to spend a couple of minutes with us. And we'll see what we can do about getting rid of those defensive shifts.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Thanks,
truly an honor for us for you to be here. It really is.
Thanks.
I mean, this for me, it's a dream come true. I'm sorry.
No,
I'm
no,
all
that's
excited
great.
because
It's great to
this
see
is great.
both of
too.
you guys.
You too.
A couple of batting champions in our midst and a World Series MVP
I
as
used
well.
to copy his stands when I was
Is
little.
that right?
Oh, are you kidding me with the flat bat? It's awesome. I got chills right now.
What
so
is
this
that like
great.
to hear a guy in his own right who's had an amazing career copy
Well,
you?
You know, I watched him, and he did have a great career. I mean, he didn't try to pull everything. He also used the whole field to hit the ball where it was thrown. So to sit here and spend a few minutes with him, it's great.
And he came out of the dugout ready to swing as
I
well.
want to tell you, Mia is great.
Oh, thank you. Yeah. See, I get that all the time. Thank you.
No,
That's
serious.
what I say all the
because
time.
Because I grew up playing soccer.
Right.
And so I sit and I watch the soccer games and say hello.
No
for
more
me.
outkicked his coverage on that one.
I know. I totally did. Way over my skis.
You're going to hear it as soon as you walk in the door tonight when you get home.
Absolutely.
Again, Mr. Carew,
Yes,
thank you so much for being with us, a Hall of Famer. Just a pleasure to be in your presence. And again, you can go to twinsbaseball.com/heart-of-29 to learn more about the Heart campaign. Thank you so much for being with us.
Thanks for having me on, guys.
We appreciate it. All right, much more to come from Dodger Stadium as the Angels and the Dodgers get underway. The first of a 4-game set between these two rivals. Mike Trout in the cage, getting some cuts, getting some work in before taking on Kenta Maeda and the Los Angeles Dodgers. Much more to come. We'll be right back.